to the damn ground. Money's all I damn know, and money's all I need. I won't spend it on no damn hoe, I'd rather buy my weed. Yeah, the moral of the story is I think I learned my lesson, yeah. I could never love you cause my heart I'm not investing, yeah. You see I'm up, so you wanna come around now. People know my name, but don't seem to know it when I'm down. I see the flame and I swear I'm coming for the crown. Rivals always lining up, I guess I'll go and chop them down.
No. Hey.
You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So no beauty, I ain't laying with you. You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I came to do. So no beauty, I ain't laying with you. You talking funny, I ain't playing with you. I'm just trying to make a band or two. I'm only doing what I can do.
Y'all remove.
So no, baby, I ain't
giving
with you. You see I'm up, so you wanna come around now. People know my name, but don't seem to know it when I'm down. I see the flame, and I swear I'm coming for the crown. Rivals always running up, I guess I'll go and chop them down.
Oh shit, he stayed.
It's giving Terica. That's what it's
Shout out to Amina 0077.
What I said.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Ask the Question,
No, I
Speak
ain't
Your
in no
Truth
party.
with Burden of Proof. DJ 3Pac is in the mix.
I'm throwing a party tomorrow at Club Rose. It's a soft open.
Oh, I ain't
at 10
catching type
p.m.
shit.
Eastern
My
time.
bad.
Okay, are you on Instagram?
Yes.
You know the
yes.
phone
And I'll be
call,
having
you can
flyers
see that
as
you
well.
get a phone call
Okay.
through the glasses too. You gotta link that
Man,
up.
I'll try to invite
Give me
people.
so you don't miss no notifications or none of that.
This one is from yours truly, Victor 3000. It's about to get cold.
If you don't know, then you know now. There's some shit inside this world about to go down. It's about to get cold now. It's about to be a showdown. Suggest that you slow down. Open up your eyes and take a look around. Cause there's some shit about to go down. And when it comes, ain't no playing around. Living life a mile a minute. If you winning, then you winning. Spending money on the linens just to keep these women grinning. In this life, we know we sinning. In this life, ain't no pretending. In this life, it's only the beginning, middle, then the ending. Stop playing like you don't know.
I'm trying to get them out.
Like
Everybody.
the sun don't glow. Like you won't reap what you sow. Like he don't already know.
Nobody pulled them out.
It's a cold, cold world they be living in. So you gotta hustle up and stack up dividends.
You are now listening to Victor 3000. About to get cold.
Yeah, here we go. If you don't know, then you know now. There's some shit inside this world about to go down. It's about to get cold now. It's about to be a showdown. Suggest that you slow down. Open up your eyes and take a look
DJ
around.
3Pac
Cause there's some shit about to
in
go
Horizon
down.
Worlds.
And when it comes, ain't no play around. Letter to my sons, dream, dream, young man, dream. Dream as far as the tri-eye dreams to see. Cause in this life you can be who you want to be. Never let them take away your destiny. One thing you got is possibilities. Cause Yahweh shines through you physically. But you have to understand it mentally. That you are my seed and you were born to lead. Gotta open your eyes now, gotta open up your eyes now. Gotta open your eyes now, gotta open up your eyes now. Gotta open your eyes now, gotta open up your eyes now. Gotta look to the sky now, searching for that prize now. Yeah. If you don't know, then you know now. There's some shit inside this world about to go down. It's about to get cold now. It's about to be a showdown. Suggest
Shout out to Ayo Mike.
open up your eyes and take a look
You are now at Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth with Burden of Proof.
And when it comes, ain't no playing around.
You probably got it up. You ain't been on it in the house.
Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, it's your boy, Victor Vic. Look, yeah, whoa, it's TL stand up.
Watch out, Chosen.
Yeah, you sit in this mug. Let's go.
We'll go through the gate.
They saying Vic, 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 where you been lately? I've been in the studio and I've been going crazy. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. They saying Vic, Vic,
Sorry,
Vic,
DJ.
where you been lately? I've been in the studio and I've been going crazy. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging.
It's gonna get beat
VICTOR. You already know that I'm a superstar. She can tell my swag by the look of the car. When it comes to this, like, baby, I'm going far. I'm like the lion in the jungle, the beast of the night. I'ma go hard, baby, so don't put up no fight. You already know I'm never wrong, always right. When it comes to this, baby, I don't nibble, I'll bite. Yeah, I'm the real stroker, player like poker. Who you know in the city, that's doper. Nobody, 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 I'll wait. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Okay, like this here, no I'm gon' shine with no fear. I'm feeling like this my year, for me to kill them like yeah. All I gotta do is put me in a light, yeah. Then it's now stop hitting.
You can hit him now,
Young man,
you
go
can
grab
hit him
you a
now.
beer, 'cause we about to toast, give a cheer.
Now, I'm gonna try to.
Shout out to Cadmus Everclean in the building.
I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. They saying Vic, 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 where you been lately? I've been in the
Hey, Audrey,
studio
what
and
up, my
I've been
girl?
going crazy. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been
Good, you
banging,
doing?
baby. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby.
Oh, he supposed to let everybody back
Strike
then?
they ass like lightning. Please don't waste time biting, 'cause I ain't even in the writing. Even though it's exciting, I don't even really like it. I just do it like a psychic. Put it down and they like it. STL, I'm a native. In these streets, I'm a native. I'm just trying to get greater. Greater and greater. Got no time for a hater. I'm just trying to get the paper.
DJ 3 Pop is in the mix.
Yeah, climbing up the top get hard, but it's easy. I'm just trying to do this shit fresh, believe me. I'm just trying to do this shit, man, for my city. I'm just trying to do this shit, man, get with it, huh? They saying Vic, 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 where you been lately? I've been in the studio and I've been going crazy. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. I've been cooking up the hits and they've been banging, baby. They saying Vic, 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 where you been lately?
Shout out to T-Bot in the MF Sun.
All right, let me ask Birdie. Yep, I think so. Let me start, so.
This is Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth on a Wednesday with Burden of Proof. Please be sure to like and save the world.
City representative. Eating and wrap up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Come on now. It's the frequency. You know who I am. Let's go. Pow, 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 pow. Hot shit, whoa.
You and me change the same when you're gone, man. All you ever wanted was die. Hit me in the face with the bottom of a knife. Playing that's the same when you stab me in the back with.
Okay, we're about to let everybody in, so please. I sent you a message.
Leave you in the rain and my lightning strike. I don't wanna fight, and I guess that means that I don't wanna love. I've been out of love, sober out the drugs, still flying in the sky. Love is a thing that apparently we're supposed to live for, but it seems like it's
I'm so sorry, T.Y. I'm so sorry about that. Right? Okay, you can start letting people in. You're about to start letting people in. I mean, part of what crew? I mean, you can let everybody in now. Hey, Crack, can you try to go through? Crack, can you try to go through real quick?
It don't work yet.
Okay. Okay, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth. At this time, the ticket booth to purchase your tickets to tonight's show is now open. I repeat, the ticket booth to purchase tickets for tonight's show is now open. Please make your way to the ticket booth to purchase your tickets for Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth with Burden of Proof.
You alright? How did you get up there? Get down there. What up, Brody? How did you get down there?
You have to go to the ticket booth.
You are now listening to the sounds of Junior, Coda, and Felso. It's called Love Fight.
You can go over there to the ticket booth. She'll let you in line.
Please make your way to the ticket booth to purchase your tickets for tonight's show.
You hold and I know that. Yeah, we got history, it's no mystery. But I fucked it up, yeah, I own that. But I've grown a lot and I've shown that. I'm one of a kind, you can't clone that. I know you where my soul at.
Rose, go to the ticket booth.
That's so facts. Look, I swear that this ain't an excuse. You play with my heart, you gave me the bruise. I sat in the dark and I played with a noose. Girl, you playing games while I paid on my dues. Love ain't a game, but you breaking the rules. Wanna rewind it and go back and start. Why be together? We better apart. Yeah, you want me back, but that wouldn't be smart. These scars, yeah, I earned them. This love, it was something to
This is Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth with Burden of Proof. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. It's time to speak your truth.
I'm a run.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make your way to the ticket booth to purchase your tickets for tonight's show. The early bird tickets are now available.
Hit him with the bat.
Once again, please be sure to like and save the world. Each and every Wednesday, with Burden of Proof, it's Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth.
Where'd he go? Weird.
How you pay for tickets?
It's a donation. You could have paid. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
So hard just holding on and even picking up
I have
the
it.
phone. It's hard enough to be, hard enough to stay, hard enough to be alone.
All right, I'm coming.
I'm just trying to move along. Sometimes I do and then I don't. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell myself that it ain't healthy. Second guessing it don't help me. I'm so tired of feeling empty. Dry my eyes, it's time to fight. Seems like I'm always against me. Seems like this is never ending. I refuse to let it end me. Mentally, spiritually, physically, I need my peace. Oh, I need my peace. I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous. No one else can make me feel this way. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, gorgeous. All the times that I hated myself, all the times that I wanted to be someone else.
Thank you for coming out tonight to Ask the Question, Speak Your Truth with Burden of Proof. Each and every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here in Horizon Worlds. Please be sure to like and save the world. You are greatly appreciated. The ticket booth is now open for the early bird tickets. Please purchase a ticket to tonight's show. Make your way to the ticket booth.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm glitching the floor.
She's behind you. Wait, hold on 1 second. All right, so go out to all right, now John. Oh, Audrey. Oh, hit Audrey. Yep, hit them both. Okay. Yeah.
Of course, if you've never been here, like and save the world, appreciate it. Thank you for the support and all that other stuff.
Everybody was on his girlfriend. Head boy. I don't think, I mean, because they said they dropped the location, but it was like, wherever they was at, it was.
I done dated jails too many years that I won't get back. And I swear I done shed too many tears for niggas that I won't get back. Yeah, I got niggas in the graveyard, niggas in the state yards. I swear not a day goes by that I don't think about the times. I wish that I could rewind. 'Cause I done gave jail too many years that I won't get back. And I swear I done said too many
I'm just thinking about the cooler, gave my dog a dime. He put a buckshot in the nigga behind. No daddy, so I grew up to the street life. But my son, I'ma keep him in the beehive. Scheming on the heights, I need to change my life. I'm geeking all night, I'm on C9. With two niggas toting 3, 4, 5. I seen a nigga play gangsta and he broke now. Lost his life, lost his mind in the courthouse.
People really ride for Kodak.
Yeah.
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here.
Dream, I just wanna dream. Can I dream? I just wanna dream with my eyes open, eyes open, eyes open, eyes open. I used to wake up in my bed and I see 20 mice. I'ma wake up next to my bed and I see 20 ice. When they killed my brother Steph, I cried for so many nights. And to this day we spend a block, but it took so many lives. The way we live in ain't right. But fuck that dude was God when he took my man's life. Let me guess you gon' say it was part of his plans, right? You the type only talk to God when you in the jail, right? See you like glass and I see right through you, I see. You don't be loving me. Took time but realize when I talk it make you drool and I see. About your main girl and hang with you, little baby. Thought you was loving me up. Took time but realized you'll do anything for fame and I see. What would you do for this jubilee? Would you do it or would you stay true to me? Can I get the job with no utility? If I'm wrong in me the business, no sympathy.
I got my free ticket.
Dream, I just wanna dream. Can I dream? I want you out of myself. You don't need nobody else. I want you out of myself, I swear. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm selfish. I want you out of myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you out of myself because I'm selfish. I want you out of myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you out of myself, I swear. I'm selfish. I want you out of myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else, I swear. I want you out of myself because I'm selfish. I want you out of myself, I swear. You don't need nobody else. I want you out of myself. Now that I got you here, girl, I ain't gon' play with you. Because it's a lot of things that I wanna say to you. Girl, you know you the shit. Balenciaga's on your kicks. Niggas all on your dick, but we ain't gon' trip. Cause I'm not ready for no commitment. But I swear I hate seeing you with them. And I know you ain't trying to control me. And I know you tired of being lonely. I can't help.
If you get hot,
Yeah. Mama had 5 boys, me I was a middle child. Father is a 13, bitch, I was young and wild. Got my first case, then I got kicked out my mama house. Got nowhere to stay, bitch, I'm running to your fucking house. Started off, yeah, what you talking about, yeah. Run the city, I swear I'm working out. Really on my shit, I'm off a party now. Nigga run up on me, I'ma blow him down. So much cash in my jeans, Louis V, pocket wallet. Niggas hate, niggas bitches, pocket watching. Now I'm talking about no pistol, talking 30s now. 30s now, 30 bands, 30 now. Pussy niggas always talking, why the fuck these niggas talking? I don't know, pull up slow, 6 other when I look good, you started. Yeah, catch her up, but I bounce down, we gon' burn him down. 30 rounds, 30 rounds. Hold up, niggas don't want no smoke. Roll up, dead niggas when I smoke. Baby, she put it all in her throat. She took my dick while I fuck when it goes. You bust down, you might wrist is on clothes. These niggas is hoes, like keep me apart. 20 little bitches be going to mall. Climbing like I'm just not from my nose. You know I came from the mud with this. They never show me no love. I had to jig it for nothing, just stand in the corner with selling them drugs and shit. They was doing some other shit. Now they see me coming up. I said I'm legit to
doing in the world. Like not a phone.
Two-tone rose gold, Cartier skeleton. I ride with my dogs, whether right or wrong. I got all these scars, cause my niggas gone. Set them on my back and put them in my song. Caught him slipping, left him on the news. I'm biting down cause you love the truth. All these hoes ain't gotta fuck me one. New label with a trunk in the front. These niggas I better they sweeter than punch. I done made it out the bottom, baby, I ain't going back. Met back on that Lambo truck. Revolver hit them, they ain't solving that. His and hers and they dangerous. Too many plugs, they coming in sense. Whack all the odds, don't need no witness. Popping all these purses, I need it. Quit, got brand new coops and lead it. How about a drop at the ops spot and pop shots? Young nigga work some M's, it's crazy cause I so spend the block. Bad little bitch want ass shots. When cash out, she gon' give me that drip. That bitch think she special, I drop drip on all my bad. Lambo seats in here. Stats box got the heat in here. Watch your body, they creepin', yeah. No peace, no sleeping. Hey bro, just bring them freaks in here. If he's sweet, I have my young niggas eat, we gon' have them feastin' here. Two-tone rose gold, Cartier skeleton. I ride with my dogs, whether right or wrong. I got all these scars, cause my niggas gone. Set them on my back and put them in my song. Caught him slipping, left him on the news. Got him biting down cause he love the truth. All these hoes ain't gotta fuck me one. New label with a trunk in the front. These niggas I better they sweeter than punch.
Before I die, they gon' remember me. But being in these streets and slanging heat ain't duck no enemy.
Remember when I had a bus pass? I just put up in a flare and I got jet lag. Little bitch gave me a number on my tag. I just blew on it, can I ain't stressed. Yeah, young nigga got that check back. I just put up in the shit, they be like, what's that? I just put on the way, I had to blast that. You don't know me, don't approach me, better stop that. Yeah.
Drop the top cause it's hot, been some city blocks. She asked if I'm solo, no, bitch, I'm with the
Whichever one you want to, preferably the one right here closest to me. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you guys could find a seat, get comfortable and relax, we can get this show started. Greatly appreciate it.
Just look it down.
Where Drew at? Drew, we good? Come and stand up first. All right, we on. There's no need to prolong this anymore. Good evening, everybody. Burden of Proof here again. Another Wednesday. Ask the Q, speak your truth. Appreciate you guys coming out, being support of the show. Y'all like the ticket booth? Y'all like the ticket booth? Everybody feeling the ticket booth? You straight? We keeping the ticket booth? All right. Hey, son, you see it? We good. The ticket booth, we good. He was nervous. Nah, he wasn't too nervous, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad the process is on and working out. Um, a couple of things before we even get started. Like I said before, I started the show and did a playlist for PNB Rock. For those who don't know, the young man was a rap artist that was slain yesterday. Like at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in LA. Um, I'm sure everybody had their own opinion about how it happened, why it happened, and things of that nature. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think it speaks volumes in regards to um the poverty level within these inner cities and things like that. If it doesn't do anything else. And then not just that, just the morality of people. You know what I'm saying? And what they're willing to succumb to and what they're willing to I guess go through, you know what I'm saying, in regards to in the name of survival. So I mean, I just say that with a just this with a heat of caution to everybody in attendance. You know what I'm saying? Like guard yourselves, man. Guard yourselves. Day in and day out, especially your kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you already know. I mean, I have a son. For all those who do have kids and things like that, like guard them with your life, because this world's changing. It's changing. But with that being said, um, I would like to introduce the brother behind me, brother Ben X. I did a lot of research before we started the show, and I did find out some things about him. Well versed in a lot of things, digital real estate. He does music as well. He's a mentor. He follows Louis Farrakhan. He is a student of Islam, if I'm not mistaken. He's a Muslim. Um, Things of that nature. For those who don't know, my mother dabbled in the religion as well. When I was in Patterson, New Jersey, I went to Sister Claire Muhammad School. Me and my little brothers and stuff like that. So I understand the ways of the Quran and things like that. So it should be a great conversation. I'm looking forward to hearing what he's about and the things that he looks forward to creating within his metaverse. So I think we can just get started. So Mr. Brother Ben X, welcome, sir. Welcome to Ask the Q, Speak Your Truth. Can everybody hear the man? Go ahead, say something real quick.
Peace, peace. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Everybody good? Man, sir, we good. We good. Like I said before, brother Ben X, welcome to the show, man. Thank you for spending some time with us. I want to start though, if we can, before we even get to the metaverse. I would like to know the man before he was brother Ben X, if you can. Where do you come from? You know, where do you reside from? Where you grew up in?
Well, first, thank you for the platform, inviting me on the platform. I apologize for being late. I was rushing home. I appreciate everybody who's in attendance today, and of course
Definitely.
the platform that you built. I'll start from my origin. I was born in prison. I have my first time ever seeing my biological father was in his casket. My biological mother, I recall maybe seeing her one time at the age of 5. I also have 21, that I know of, 21 biological brothers and sisters. Wow. But I've only seen 6 of them. 7 of them I know of. I just recently met one on Facebook, but we never met physically in person. Although I have 21 biological brothers and sisters, I grew up as the only child. So 2 of my siblings stayed in East Texas. Well, 3 of them stayed in East Texas. 1 stayed in Fort Worth with myself, but we didn't stay in the same household. So 1 stayed with an aunt. I stayed with a cousin. Another one stayed with an aunt. And only 4 of us pretty much communicated and kind of stayed in contact over the years. So we're close, but the other ones I'm not close with. Of course, I just told you I met one on Facebook about a year or 2 ago. The other 2 I met at my biological father's funeral, but you know, we
Yep.
never built a relationship. One of them, the older one, called me when he saw me on TV one day for basketball. Going into basketball, I've been playing basketball since I was about 2 years old. That was
Okay.
my initial dream. My dream was to be an NBA All Star. That's what I
Got
grew
it.
up doing, playing basketball, sports. That's the reason I went to college, X, Y, and Z. So in high school, I ended up transferring to South Oak Cliff High School. And then I transferred to DeSoto High School. So I went to SOC in DeSoto in Dallas in high school because Fort Worth schools didn't really have a lot of people that was getting noticed, going places. So it was better for me to go out there to get kind of notarized.
Right.
Along this time, I'm naturally an introvert. So people see me speak on camera and things of that nature, but I'm naturally an introvert. I grew up as the only child, and actually, me making videos was my way of being creative and getting things out of my head. So ideas that I had, conversations that I'm having in my head with myself, I'm actually acting it out through skits. So I was doing
Right.
skits with myself. And I eventually taught myself how to edit videos from doing basketball. And so hold on, give me 1 second. All right, can you hear me now?
Got you. Yep. We hear you.
Yeah, so basketball, my mom would come to the game and she would film the games, and then I would teach myself how to edit. So I would do skits, do creators, a lot of stuff that people doing on TikTok right now. I was doing like 10 years ago, just with myself being creative. I also went to college. I was an All-American basketball player in college. So I didn't go D1 out of high school. I was supposed to, but the college that I was going to go to, Idaho State, the coach got fired before I got signed there. So the new coach, of course, picked somebody else. So I ended up going JUCO, was All-American. And then when I went to school, I was discovering the teachings. I came into the teachings my sophomore year. When I say the teachings, I mean the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And at that time, the minister was talking about debt being slavery.
Mm.
And I didn't want to go to school and get into all this debt. Plus, I'm not playing basketball. It's starting to become a job for me. It wasn't something that was fun anymore. So I ended up quitting, dropping out of college, got a couple of jobs. We'll get into all that, but that's kind of like my origin story. Grew up as the only child, born in prison, just being creative with videos, and that's kind of how I got up to where I was. So when I joined the nation, I just used the skill sets that I already developed and pretty much brought a new perspective to that. Well, a new way of spreading the teachings in the nation. People wasn't cutting up clips like that before I joined, taking long lectures, putting them in clips with the words on the top. I kind of introduced that concept and that way of pushing it. Now you see a lot of people doing that today.
Yeah, I see you with the clips, with the reels, with the real impactful, like the impactful, meaningful clips. So you figure like that gets more of a impact than like making a big old reel or something like that. Because I'm gonna let you know that one Drake instrumental you using a lot. You know what I'm saying? The one you got that you use behind a lot of the teachings you got.
You talking about Exchange by Bryson Tiller?
That's the one. Here you go. That's your favorite one. That's like your
Mm-hmm.
go-to. I'm listening to it, so I'm checking you out. So I'm like, yeah. So I dig the reels. I think it's real impactful. Like you said before, a lot of people within the nation and things like that, they weren't weren't as media savvy. A lot of it was like hand to foot, you know what I'm saying, in the streets and things like that. So when did that change?
I wouldn't say that it changed. We still go door to door. I go to door myself with the final call. But it's more so once the impact was seen. Once she was able to see that I can impact millions of people online, things begin to change. Like there's been time when I don't went door to door for 5 hours, maybe 10 people open the door.
Right.
But when I'm online, I can reach 1,000 people today. I can reach 100 people tonight, if I want to, and post something impactful that's going to get them to change their lives. I've had people say that from watching my videos, they stopped themselves from committing suicide. They love themselves. They love them. They love being black now. They was, feeling a certain type of way for being black because of the way things are. But after watching the videos, they feel proud to know that they're original man. They're the original woman. So just seeing the impact, the scriptures say, man, you can tell the tree by the fruit that it bears. So
Right.
when you use something properly, and you see the fruits from it, it's best that we adapt it. So that's kind of how that came about. So, and then it was perfect timing due to COVID. You know what I mean? We couldn't go out during COVID, this whole thing that's been going on. So, I mean, it was best that we kind of started to migrate that way and use social media if that's where our people are. So if if the principle is go where the people are, where the people on social media, I got people in prison that know me, prison that follow me from prison because they got the cell phone. That's the only way to tap in. So with me being online, I can reach a lot of people that need the message.
Definitely. So I know, like, I don't know if it happened to you personally, but a lot of people seek out the Nation of Islam and things like that based on certain pivotal things happening in their lives. What pivotal thing happened in your life when you made that shift and said, I'm going to follow the Nation of Islam because I believe in what these teachings are giving me?
For me, nothing pivotal necessarily. I mean, so I was at school and the brother came and spoke about the role of the male and the female. And he was talking about how the man is the provider. I saw my mama struggle a lot. My dad got his leg amputated, so he had to, my mom was the breadwinner basically. She going out, she making the money. She's always making sure that I didn't need or want for anything. He helped out where he could, but I can always depend on my mom to do it. I always saw her, grinding. And so when he spoke about that, I always had that mindset, and she would teach me that about when I take a girl on a date and things of that nature, you pay and all that type of stuff. So I believe that, especially when it comes to raising children. You want your children to be raised, but at the same time, you want her to go get 50% of the rent. Well, no, 50% of the mortgage. No, you the man. You be the provider, protector, maintainer. That's what I believe in. So as he began to break that down and prove it through scripture, that that's the way things are supposed to be. And he also was a business person, so that's what attracted me. The fact that he was living the teachings. Many people have heard of the teachings, or I heard of Malcolm X, or I read Message to the Black Man, or I went to Savior's Day. That's good, but I always say it's not about how many books you've read; it's about how many pages you done applied. Many people done heard of Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. Many of us got pictures hanging on the wall, but how many of us living it? So this brother right here, he was living it. He had 7 children, and all of them graduated high school at the age of 12, 13, because they was homeschooled. So we talked this, let's not let the enemy teach our children, but he was doing it. All of his children was homeschooled. They never been to the public school. So they all was advanced. One of them actually went to college with me. They was younger than me. Because of that teaching, then when I dropped out of college, he was the first brother to give me a job. It was a minimum wage job, but he was the first brother to give me a job and give me an opportunity and teach me. So really, I was attracted to Muhammad Ali when he was in the nation because he's an athlete. The personality that he got, he's funny, but he also gonna stand on truth no matter who he's talking to and no matter what stage he was on. So that was attracted to me. The minister, honestly, at first wasn't necessarily attracted to me because in 2015 he was breaking down the time and what must be done. Not that he wasn't attractive, it's just that that's what he was talking about at that time when I was joining in 2015, and I didn't understand it. At that time, he breaking down wars, international affairs, and I'm like, man, I'm just a basketball player, man. I ain't, you know what I mean? But as I heard, but Muhammad Ali, when he's on the stage, he's saying things that's relatable, and a lot of stuff that the nation believe, that's kind of what I believed already anyway. I will always wonder, what does this mean in the Bible? This can't be real. A snake talking to human beings? I don't know if that's what that means. I'm thinking, how I'm looking up in the sky, I'm picturing eyeballs, or that must be Jesus in the sky. And I'm like, no, this can't be it. I'm finna be lining up in a big old line with a big book in my hand. I'm finna be judged by God. So when I joined the nation, they broke down the reality of what the allegory and the metaphors actually meant and showed me where I was in the scripture. So the minister said, if I took a picture of this whole room, who's the first person you're going to look for? The first person you're going to look for is yourself. So in the teachings, I was able to see myself in scripture, see myself in life, and have knowledge of self, which many of us was missing. And so as I began to listen to the minister's lectures, he started to explain the reality of what Jesus is and what God is and who God is and who we are as a people and our history and what we're supposed to be doing as we unite. So that's kind of what attracted me as I began to watch the minister lectures in full, which actually is why I do the clips. Everybody don't have time to look at a 4-hour lecture of the minister. Everybody don't have time to look at a 2-3 hour lecture. But I'm like, man, there's so many gems he dropping in this 3-hour sequence. If you don't watch the whole thing, you missed out on the bunch. So I said, well, let me watch it. I got time to watch it. I'm going to clip it up and give you the clips that's going to be impactful dealing with what you're dealing with today. So many people have a false perception or a misperception of the minister because of what media says. Well, if you look in COINTELPRO, it says that they're going to do these things to the Nation of Islam, the Black Panthers, to prevent the rise of a Messiah. They're going to lie on him. They're going to call him a hate teacher. He's going to be on the ADL list like everybody else. So if we only receive knowledge from the enemy and our perception is their perception, it's always going to be bad. So that's what I do. I listen to the whole lectures in full and give it to our people so that they can see that, no, this ain't what they saying he is. He really here to help our people.
Yeah, you have a different type of swag in the way you approach the teachings and you give it out to people. Like even in some of the clips you use a lot of slang, like a lot of modern day slang and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Where you interpret in regard to the smoothie and things like that. So and all that. So did you get any pushback from like the more militant Muslims within the nation when you started having that approach to how you were going to give the message?
At first it was I'm not gonna say it was pushback. It was just some that didn't understand the power of social media, you know. And then after a while, and after the minister stamped it, that was it. After that, once the minister said that
That's
I'm one
it.
of his
That's it.
one of his great helpers and a great minister, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that was it from there. Which
That's
is
it.
understood, you know. Hey man, I'm giving out a full lecture. I'm giving it out on YouTube, and it's monetized and all this type of stuff. So it was new around that time. So now after the minister see it and stamped it in its own video, you know, from there they may have a problem, but that's their problem.
Facts. I love it. All right, so here we go. We're in basketball right now. So after basketball, once you figured once you saw after JUCO, then you started listening to the teachers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Then let's pick it from there. When did you jump into this realm of saying, oh, okay, basketball is not going to work out, I have to do this? And what was that?
So it was, I was told that I was going to be on scholarship because of I was supposed to be on scholarship, but they had too many players. They was expecting some players to leave. Now, this particular college that I went to, you know, everybody had to cut their dreads. So, okay, to be on the team is culture. One guy didn't cut his dreads, so I was told that, hey, he's not going to cut his hair. So, okay, he won't have a scholarship. You will have a scholarship. Well, that ended up not happening. And it just started to, I just was losing love for it. And I was falling in love with the teachings at the time. You know, if I score 40 points, get 10 assists, you know, that always, you know, that's cool. And it feels good, you know, the people, oh man, that brother cold or whatever the case may be. But to hear somebody say, man, I've saved their life from this teaching felt a lot better. So I was leaning more towards the teachings anyway, because that working for my people and assisting my people versus being number one in assisting the nation, it just felt better. So as the series events kind of went on, man, I just made the decision, especially as I knew that I wasn't on scholarship, so that was gonna be debt. Plus, I'm not playing like I want to play, so I went ahead and left. And from there, I ended up getting a job. And then once I had those two jobs, I only had two jobs. One was at Sterilite, the other one was at FedEx. Now I had an epiphany when I was at FedEx. I said, man, if I throw 1,000 more boxes on the truck next week than I did this week, my paycheck gonna be the exact same. But if I have my own product and my own service and my own business, the more I produce, the more I'm gonna make. And then I was temp job. So, you know, temp season, that's like November, December. You know, they just want to hire somebody because they got a lot of orders coming in because of Christmas, Black Friday, things of that nature. So he went around and told the temp people that they're going to be laid off because they temp jobs. Well, he told the wrong person because I fired my boss before he fired me. So that's why I got a hoodie that says I fired my boss before he fired me. The next day I didn't go, went full-fledged with my YouTube channel, and things kind of took off from there.
There we go. Okay. So what was the first thing that took off? The digital? Because I see you have you have a multitude of things that you're engaged in. I mean, at the same time, you have the digital real estate, you have the music. I mean, you have a lot of things. So I mean, which angle, which one took off? Well, I mean, made the most impact for you?
So digital real estate is actually really my mind in a course. As I dropped out of college, I'm always posting, I'm making videos, I'm growing my following. I got over 500,000,000 views on Facebook alone. My
Mm-hmm.
first YouTube channel got terminated at nearly 40 million views. My second one that recently got terminated a couple months ago again got terminated at 14 million views. So as people were seeing me grow and do this, they was always asking me questions, man, how you making your videos, how you monetizing, how you making money, how you doing X, Y, and Z. So as so many people ask, I just put it inside of a course because a sister was actually introducing me to real estate at the time. And y'all know the typical real estate game, get you a fourplex. You rent out your three, and then those three that you rent out pays your mortgage. Well, in my
Mm-hmm.
mind, I'm like, okay, I'm getting 500, 500, 500, a couple $100 per door, because you got to pay your mortgage and then you got to upcharge for the rent. So I said, well, yes, I can do that, but I'm getting $5,000 off one video. $6,000 off one video. I'm getting hundreds of dollars on one video. I'm getting paid $67,000 in 1 month from Facebook, and I'm showing other people how to do it. So that's making more money for me, and it's quicker with digital real estate. Instead of me waiting 6 months for a home to be bought versus me going to the bank borrowing money from somebody else, I can build a video in six minutes. I can make a video in 7 minutes. And every time I post it, the more eyeballs that's on it, the more I'm gonna get paid. Then I said, well, if I got a home, if I got MF Son that's renting my apartment or my home, I can't rent it out no more. I can't continue to advertise it because the family is already there. But with digital real estate, if you got my course, you in my platform, you in my program, I can continue to market it to millions of more people, and I can still get their residual income. So now we got to think of, okay, yeah, the rent ain't 500 for you to get my program, maybe $50 a month, but let's do $50 a month times 2,000 people. Let's do $50 a month times 3,000, 4,000 people. Now that's a lot of money coming in on a residual basis, and it's all digital. I can make that in my sleep. I ain't got to worry about if you messing up. I got to come chase you out the house, hire somebody to come get you out. If I want to get you, I just hit you 2 buttons. You blocked. You delete it. I ain't got to go do all that. If I want to renovate something, I ain't got to worry about the sheetrock going down. I just upgrade the video, redo the video, add a PDF to it, make it better. So that was just easier for me with the digital real estate. So that's what took off. I was making 6 figures online, all by myself. And then I ran into a company that was an insurance financial firm. So they was 100% offline right before COVID started. So they going door to door selling insurance. Well, I implemented the digital real estate strategies into their business and took them to 1.9 million in 1 year. Then we bounced back, started a new brand with some other brothers all online, did over 12 million in sales the following year, all digital real estate. So the digital real estate is kind of what took off initially, but there's two sides to it. There's a side where I was doing digital real estate for myself, my own products and, affiliate marketing, things of that nature. But then I discovered after all my YouTube channels got terminated, my gift ain't necessarily being an influencer. My gift is not being a YouTuber. My gift is being able to build digital real estate asset systems and implement it and show you how to do it. Show you how to automate your system. Show you how to create your own product. Because the scriptures say your gift will make room for you. Not no job, not even money. It says your gift will make room for you. Some of us, a lot of y'all in here got gifts. You just don't know how to package it. You don't know how to bring it out. You don't know how to monetize it. You don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to create content to get your target audience to engage with you and then pull out their credit card and buy from you. So that's what I started to learn how to do for people with the digital real estate. So that's what took off. I'm also the co-founder of Here at the Farms. So if you do at Here at the Farms on Instagram, we got over 1,200 acres of land in less than a year, and we building our own community in Georgia.
Awesome. So basically, the digital real estate is more or less a program of information that you give and outsource to people to create their own wealth, basically.
Yep. Yes, sir. I've had people, I've helped, companies go to 6 figures, 8 figures, help people make their first 6 figures online, sell their first product, digital products online, reach thousands of people. So that's what I do with the digital real estate program.
Awesome. So the music aspect of this is just another way to gain attention from another source of people.
Exactly. That's all it is. You know, growing up, me and my cousins, we used to freestyle and things of that nature, you know, from Texas. So I can rap a little bit, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so I just do it. It's not something that I do as far as, you know, I'm a rapper, but I do got over 20 songs out and people have paid over $100, you know, for one of my songs. So that's just a way for me to reach that type of audience. You know, it's
You
one
nice with
thing to say, you
freestyling?
know,
You
we
nice with
got
freestyling? You nice at freestyling?
I mean, I just when I was younger, we used to play around with. I write all my.
Okay, I ain't want to put you on the spot. We good. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I write all my stuff really for the
Okay.
stuff, but that's a way for me to reach another audience. You know, everybody's not gonna
Right.
listen to a podcast. Everybody's not gonna listen to the clip. Maybe not everybody gonna read my books that I have. So me putting it on a beat, especially like trap beats, because I like that type of, you know, just music anyway, being from the South.
Yeah.
I just put wisdom on it. So
Yeah.
that's my way of, you know,
Well, you know, that's the next question
communicating
was
and reaching
coming.
more
Who are your
people.
influences in music wise?
My favorite rapper, honestly, is Boosie. Then I'm probably gonna do some Kevin Gates, Mo3. Those are people that
Oh,
I
you deep down there. Okay, okay, got you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at us. Boosie's your top one, huh?
Yeah, I've been listening to Boosie since high school.
I ain't mad. I'm not mad at all. Okay, so I can sit here and ask you questions all day. I'm sure there are people out here in the audience that have questions. So, for all my audience members, thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are here. Hopefully you guys are listening to the information. If you guys have a question, feel free to step up to the block. Right there, you see the ask blocks all around here. You can go ahead and jump on the blocks if you wish. If you have a question, feel free. Mr. Rick Party, how you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up, brother Ben X, man? Love what you're doing, man. I'm following you and all your, just everything you're doing. So for people who are on social media and after you've lost sites and stuff like that, would you recommend people go on an Instagram, go on Facebook and YouTube, uh, thinking, you know, that with the possibility of them actually losing their sites? Or would you recommend they start their own site to start their own business?
That's a great question. So in 2018, I lost my YouTube channel. Of course, I lost it again. And people said, why you keep going on their platform? Create your own. I have a unique thought process of that. You know, when the minister lost his YouTube channel, he lost his right after I lost mine on YouTube. He lost his Facebook or no Instagram. Yeah, Instagram and Facebook. Well, why don't you just create your own? Well, first of all, we already had our own platform, NFA Studios. The problem is we don't understand the business side of it. So I'll start with this. I have over 500 million views on Facebook. A company approached me to do advertising. So like when you got my type of following on Facebook, I can really charge $20,000 per post. So I can make a big bag if I didn't talk about what I talk about. And I'm aware of that. So a brother hit me. Well, one of my managers at the time said that the advertising company is interested with me. I had a lot of videos going viral. But when they found out I was FOI, student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and that's what I promoted, they couldn't align with me. So that's a lot of money that I was missing out. What they got to do with your question? Well, how is YouTube free? How is Facebook free? How is Instagram free? Advertisers pay so that it can be free. So in our minds, it's free, but it's free for you, but you being advertised to on a daily basis. They knowing your behavior. They knowing your tracking and all that. They seeing all this and giving this to people who's paying millions, billions of dollars. Well, if I just told you that a black-owned company or a black advertising company couldn't align with me because of what I teach, then surely white folks ain't gonna be the ones that's gonna back me and back my message, right? So going that model of trying to compete with a YouTube, we can't do free. Now we can create the platform, sure, but business-wise, we ain't gonna be making no money. Who's gonna pay us? Our people ain't got millions and billions to be doing it. And those who do got millions and billions, maybe they don't want to align with me because I'm gonna stand with the minister, no matter how much money you're gonna give me. So that's one aspect of it. The other aspect of it, if we do want to have our own platform, then we have to charge for it. $9.99, $2.99. We got to charge for it if it's going to be a business, because at the end of the day, if it's a platform, it's a business. Well, all of our people ain't got no $9.99 or don't want to pay $9.99, and the people that I'm trying to reach ain't finna pay me $9.99 to hear what I'm saying. So they may say, well, you can go to Black this and Black that. Fine. The conscious people are already there. They ain't my audience. My mission is to give life to the dead. The dead is on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. They watching twerk videos. They watching somebody getting killed. They watching the latest music video that just went out. So I need to be on that platform because I'm trying to get my message in front of them. So, you know, if we going to the hood and we going to the apartments, we're not going to say, oh, we don't own the apartment, so we ain't going to go down there. No, we going there because our people there. So I have that same mindset when it comes to social media. If my people there, I'm there. That's why I'm here in the metaverse. I see all y'all, a lot of Black people in here. So I'm here. I'm creating a world here. I got 2 worlds here because I saw a lot of my people are here. And as more people learn about it, I got a space for them whenever that time is, you know, ready. So for me, what I would say to answer your question, though, is we use them. Don't let them use us. They already using us for your data. They already using you for everything you click on and watch. They studying you so that when somebody's paying advertising money, they can get to you. So when I post on Instagram, that's why you see me say text digital to this number. Because once you text digital to this number, I got your name, your phone number, and your email. When I give you my free ebook, I got your name, phone number, and email. So now I own the data. So as long as you own the data, then you good. So as I get more people and more people get me, when you go register for my free webinar that I'm doing this Sunday, I'm going to get your name, your email, and your phone number. So now if I ever get kicked off like you're talking about, I still can contact my people. So that's what I would say. Use social media so that you can build your own list.
Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate you for the question, Rick. Go ahead, Miss Terica. You got a question, ma'am?
How did you know?
I can read vibes. I can read vibes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Brother Ben X. How are you doing today?
I'm doing Blacktastic. Yourself?
Oh, that is awfully lovely. So you said that you got.
I'm gonna use that.
Me too. I'm gonna use that too. So you said that you got demonetized or you got struck out of YouTube. You got canceled.
I got terminated.
Terminate. Do you mind disclosing of the reason why you got terminated?
The first time they said hate speech, but they didn't tell me what I said, what was posted, didn't have any strikes, so I don't know. They just said hate speech. The second time, which is about a couple months ago, they said circumvention of technologies, whatever that means.
Did you appeal it?
No. Well, I tried to appeal the first one. I did try to appeal the first one. I tried to reach out to him and all that type of stuff, but I just kept talking to a computer and never could talk to a human being and get help.
Got it. There's a video that I want to send you to the steps of when you are struck, especially for like copyrights and things of that nature, and the appeal steps. Most of the people that get struck down, they don't go through all the steps to the very end. And even if it does mean that you have to go to court because you need your YouTube channel back. Everyone needs their YouTube channel back, right? So we need to follow those steps in order to get your views up and to get monetized, because there's a lot of advertisers that will align with what you're thinking, your train of thought is, right? There's a lot of business of Farrakhan businesses that will affiliate with that. Is that not correct? And there's people in here that will probably support that as well.
Yeah, so I have a YouTube channel that is monetized, the one that I have now. I really wouldn't even, it wouldn't be worth it for me to get the one I just recently lost. I mean, it did have 14 million. It would start to pick up traction, but if I went that route, I want to get that old one because I had over 2,000 videos on there. I lost and everything. But that was like 2018 though. So
to pick up traction.
So I just followed you on Instagram, so I'm going to send you those videos on the appealing process so that you can get your YouTube channel back.
Okay, cool.
And to get those users and subscriptions and all that monetization back. Going back to my other question is that
wait before you go there, is that something that I could pay someone to do?
No, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, but is it something I can pay someone to
You
do?
ain't
though?
listening.
I mean, you can if you wanted to. You can pay for anyone to do anything for you. I mean, that, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I
The
meant
answer to your
like, is
question
it
is
something
yes.
to where it's like comfort? Like, is it something that's capable for someone else to do? I'd rather pay someone to do it for me.
If that's your choice, you can do whatever you want to. I mean,
I need that. I need that.
yes,
I need that
You want
space
yes,
you
in
want
life.
you want to
yes.
do it?
Bet.
But there it
Second question.
is.
Second question. Um, your real estate, your real estate, right? Your business. Do you still have that in real life? Your real estate, your duplexes,
No,
lands.
that was an example that I was giving that someone was trying to teach me about real estate with the fourplex. So what I have as far as real estate, we have over 1,600 acres of land. So here at the farms is we buying land together and building a community there in Georgia. So we have over 100 residents that's there, buyers that's there with us, and so we're just locking down the next step of getting everything registered with the county, and we'll be moving forward there. So that's the real estate that I have.
Okay, so you didn't let it go. You still have that maintained as residual income, long term.
No, 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 no. So I'm not making residual income off of that. That's just what we're building as a community. So it's not anything I'm doing like residual income wise. We just have that land and we will be monetizing it through events and things of that nature. But this is like more so of like a community project that we have. My real estate that I have is digital real estate. That's what I make residually.
Got it. And what about TikTok? What social platforms are you on currently?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Got it. Okay. And how well are you doing in your data analytics on TikTok and Facebook? Well, we already know about your Facebook, but what about TikTok as well?
TikTok I'm doing pretty good. I started off slow. I got several million views, million views over there. I just hit over had a video that had over 100,000 no, 100 million hours watched on one of these last ones I just recently posted. Had over 100,000 views on it. So my analytics are pretty good on TikTok. It's growing pretty well. And my Instagram as well, especially the recent post that I had, Snoop Dogg, Russell Simmons, a few other people shared that post as well.
And for all of us that don't know your name on those social media platforms, or is it the same, Brother Ben X as well?
Yep, Brother Ben X on everything. That's Apple
Sounds
Podcasts, any platform that I'm on is gonna be Brother Ben X.
Oh, so you also do have a podcast as well too on Apple and Spotify?
Mm-hmm. Brother Ben X podcast.
All right, sounds good to me. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Katniss, go ahead, ma'am.
All right, so I just wanted to say I'm very aware of who you are before the metaverse. I knew you're part of the Nation of Islam. I'm Muslim, and I was gonna kind of springboard off what Terica was saying with the social media. I've followed the minister when he had a social media a long time ago, and a lot of times people when they get on there and they speak these strong, and in some people's minds they feel like that's a little abnormal to most people's, they blacklist them from social media. So when you lost your YouTube, what I was going to say was that it wasn't probably nothing that you really did besides teachings. And they blacklist people off of those social media platforms. The minister lost his social media. And I hopped on one day and was like, dang, where'd it go? Because I would go search it. So when I find information, I go through people like Brother Ben X and other people I follow on social media. So getting it back for him is going to be it's going to not be just a regular appeal like we would do, because he has that following. And when you have that many people following you and you're giving a strong message to your people, they blacklist you. And that's what happened to the minister. They pulled his social media for nothing. Nothing. Right. He is one of the most peaceful men preaching, teaching people ever, and I'm not Nation of Islam, I'm Sunni, but I still listen. I'm still Black. A lot of things they talk about relate to our people. And like you said, we can read all day steps and things we should do, but are we really doing it? So that's what I was saying. That's why both of your accounts probably, I know you know this at this point, but the average person, you can't just go file an appeal. You're not an average person. You're not an average YouTuber, you got to have 1 billion people looking at your teachings, your words. So I definitely know who you are. I knew about your music I did run across that once. or twice, but most definitely, I definitely knew who you are. And I would like
You went out.
once you keep doing what you do, just keep doing what you do. So
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. All right,
Thank
that's
you.
it.
Yo, real quick, how do you? So, in understanding how systematic everything is, and you know what I'm saying, how things work within this country and things like that, how do you stay encouraged to keep pushing?
I ignore it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, um, he would have us so smart that uh the white man would be wrapped around our finger, we wouldn't even know he was there. So for me, man, I just stay focused. He says that black excellence is what will overcome white supremacy. So I have so much to focus on within myself, so much self-improvement that I need to make that I don't have time to worry about all these type of things. Because I believe in a God that if I'm submitting to him, then everything his will be done. I just got to make sure I'm within that will. So as long as I'm submitting myself, he already says the minister was so, I mean, he got a study guide that talks about when God has a will, he considers the steps and mind of Satan. So even when Satan makes his move, it brings about the fruition of his will. And that's some deep stuff right there. So as long as I stay in line with him, keep my eyes on him and follow him with that right mindset and submission, I just feel like I'm gonna always be good. So with that systematic, yes, it is systematic, but God has a system as well. So if we follow that system like we say we believe, I think that we'll be successful in the end.
100%. Couldn't agree more. Anybody else with that have a question? Anybody in the audience have a question? Well, I know I do. I got plenty of them too. Go ahead. Terica, go ahead, ma'am.
Do you plan to bring your teachings into here? Well, specifically into Horizons as well to expand.
Yeah, it's here. I have two
Yeah,
worlds.
let her
here.
know about let everybody know about the bills and things like that you already have in the within the metaverse in Horizon
Yes.
World.
So I have a world called Black City that I launched on the 3rd. And inside of Black City, I have it's called the Kingdom. So in the Kingdom, I have a mosque there that has the teachings coming out of the mosque, theater, where educational clips are coming out of the theater. So I have that type of stuff already here. I just gotta, I guess have more events and learn how to build it up in this particular space. This is a new world to me, so I'm just going around learning. But I do have two worlds here already.
Same foundation, different playing field.
Yeah.
So my before I ask anybody else have a question, before I start asking them again, I have enough. So I'm assuming you was a point guard playing basketball, right?
Yes, sir. One
Point
and a
guard playing
two.
basketball. So I saw you doing a lot of what was it youth league events and things like that, playing basketball, or was that some type of
So I'm in like a men's league.
Okay.
I was in one on Wednesdays and Sundays.
Oh, okay. So that's still your first love, basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. So I saw one thing on your reel. You was selling an SUV.
The BMW.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I did.
that really happened.
Yeah.
Wow.
So with that situation, I was in a partnership that wasn't too well, and I got low on my money. I was not that I wasn't bringing enough money, but it was like a black hole. That's all. I'll just leave it at that. And so I end up. I always like to look at my life as a blueprint or like a sacrificial lamb, if you will. So when I'm struggling, I like to share that to show people that like it ain't always good.
It's
And
real.
to show people
It's
that
real.
like
Yes,
when you
sir.
have faith and you make certain moves, you can come out of it. So I made a post about having less than $3,000 in my bank account. And then I broke down how I was able to do it. So I sold my car, made some investments, made some moves, things of that nature. So a part of that was me selling my car, downsizing. I actually ended up getting a car that I like better than the BMW anyway. It looked better to me, especially the
Okay.
insides. But that's what I ended up doing. So I sold it. Got actually what I wanted for it. I thought I was gonna get less, but I got what I wanted for it.
Okay, awesome. No, I watched it. I'm like, okay, yeah. If you didn't know how to hustle and come back up, he just showed you, like
Yeah.
verbatim. So I mean, I think that was a phenomenal lesson to show people, and hopefully people are getting the knowledge. Before we get out of here, and I know, like I said before, I don't like staying up in here because I know people have lives of their own, and have kids and got a school and things like that. But before we get out of here, in regards to the situation with the rapper that was slain the other day.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Like, what's
My
your
take is
outlook on it? I saw you made a post in regards to it. Louis Farrakhan had an example talking to the gangsters and saying how he can't promote what he's trying to promote if you guys keep doing what he's trying to tell them not to do. So,
hmm
like, what's your overall outlook of the whole situation and how we should move forward?
so my outlook is definitely the minister's outlook on that, but I would also say that I've been seeing a lot of people like say it's the woman fault and they saw that and all that type of stuff. My thoughts is that it's a mixture of both. And when I say a mixture of both, last week he had a post I think with DJ Academics where he talked about this same similar situation where he was in LA and he was telling this girl about something she didn't really believe him or see it as serious, and then a situation happened to where it was serious. So at that point, she should have known who she was dealing with and the type of person that you're around, and be more security minded.
Mm,
um, I don't know if he told her how to move, but hey, give her advice as the leader. Don't post this or don't post anything. Like really sitting down and addressing it because this is a serious situation, especially with your children involved. Hey, don't post anything like this, or let's move this way because of who we are and what's going on and things of that nature. So that we do have to be security minded. Unfortunately, now I'm not going to blame her. No, I'm going to blame the robbers and the killers. Because of the climate that we in, we have to have security. Because of the climate that we in, we have to make sure we posting after we leave the situation, and we have to be security minded. We may say you have all general orders in effect. So yes, that's true. But the unfortunate thing is that you got to do this for your own damn people. That because I got a nice necklace or a nice car, that I have to suffer because of that. Because I got to have security because of that. So I think it's both. It's knowing how to move as well, but also at the same time, I'm not gonna blame them for it. The ones who did
right.
it should is the blame. I know.
Facts.
I know
Facts.
they got the door. I'm
I
on.
saw Danica get up real quick. Danica, you got a question, my G? Thanks for coming through.
Burden, this is beautiful, man. I just love your platform. I just want to throw a shout out to you for doing this and bringing people
Appreciate
like
it.
Brother Ben X in here to let people really get to dive in and ask questions. So I have a two-part question. I was gonna ask about the digital real estate, but since you guys were on the subject of violence and what's going on in these streets right now, I wanted to ask Brother Ben X if there was anything that he thinks that we could do or that he could do as a people to try and curtail what's going on with this gun violence. Because it's not just the rappers. The rappers getting attacked and the celebrities getting attacked are just a reflection of what the people deal with day to day who live in these areas. So what are some of the things that you think we can do to curtail a lot of this gun violence and a lot of the senseless murder that's going on? Even if it's not something that you could do yourself, what's something that maybe you think could be an idea of a way we could combat this?
I think that it starts with well, I'm gonna say this. The minister said the best of us will come by the word, and the rest of us will come by the whooping.
Mm,
So for some people, it's gonna take chastisement. For some people, it's gonna take getting shot at. For some people, it's gonna take a family member getting killed and things of that nature. But for me, I think that It starts at the home as well, bringing them up in a nice in a better environment, bringing them up in a way to where they have knowledge of themselves. Because when you got knowledge of self and you know that you really a god, then you start to act like it. But when you think that you just a nigga and you think that you nothing, you start to portray those different things. So once we have a better knowledge of ourselves and who we are and who we should be, then we start to live up to who we should be. And then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, "You never have to condemn a dirty glass; just put a clean one next to it." So we need better examples as well. So a lot of us, our only example is the music videos, the streets, and movies and things of that nature that portray these things. But the more we have better images out there and better examples out there that have different things that they can pull off the shelf. If y'all don't mind, give me 1 second. I gotta go in my door real quick.
I couldn't. We everybody good? We all right? We straight? We straight? All right, cool. As soon as he come back, we're gonna close up and wrap this thing up. We can mingle a little bit. If he wants to, we can try to go to his new world so we can take for those who want to go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at it and things like that. So once he gets back, you know what I'm saying, open up the portal, you know what I'm saying, and we can go ahead and get up out of here. I got portal access now. Thank you, Meta. I take that camera though. I take that new camera though. I know somebody up in here hear me, man. I need that new camera. I really need that new camera. Oculus had that camera. He took a picture from venues. I was like, yo, that man was far. Drew, we good? Cool.
Burton.
Yes, ma'am.
Burton, I just noticed when I pulled up your page on here that there's some stars on here. So is that a new thing? And yes, I did give you 5 stars. So can we just please give not only a like to the world, but stars as well too?
Yes.
Oh, word? I get stars now?
Word. Yeah, get stars.
All right. Give me stars. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'll take it. No, but I hope you guys have been enjoying this one in particular. Yo, this is for real.
Yeah,
What's
this is
happening?
such a great show. Afterwards, the cameras are going to follow us over to Brother Ben's place as well. So look forward to that. Everybody out there on Munchies, World Famous TV.
Craig, get your portal ready, please.
Brother Ben X's New World.
Oh, there you go, right
it
there.
is. Oh,
All right, so
we'll
everybody
see you in a
linked in. We know how we gonna get it down as soon as he get back. Mingle for a little bit and dip. I don't know. I don't care how we do it. This is a new one for me. I never had this happen before. But hey, busy people are busy people. But I greatly appreciate you guys being patient. That camera look like it hurt.
Hey, Burden, we're gonna find
Yo.
out why crack gets all the new features. We're gonna find out.
Yo, who camera is that?
Craig got the camera and the portal. Like, what the heck? I got none of that.
Yo, say
Yeah, we pied up.
I'm so jealous right now.
I need this ASAP. I need that ASAP.
I'm so jealous. Goodness.
I don't even know how to use Jelly.
Man, I still got this Polaroid camera, man. That's dirty. They're going to upgrade this, bro. I can't do that.
Hey, Burden, we also got the camera over there in case anybody wants to do any shout outs or if you want to ask any questions, we can keep things rolling. We got about 300 live viewers right now, so I'd love to keep it going.
Got you. Yes, sir. My apologies for that. But we here. We good? I think he on mute right now.
Oh, my bad. I've been sitting here talking. My bad.
Oh no, you good. You good. But no, so I wanted to say, before we got out of here, I thought it would be a good idea for us to, after we cut out of here, go to your world so you can show everybody what you got brewing and give us if you got the time.
Yeah, we can do that.
We cool with that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be
All right,
dope.
well, cool. All right, well, before we get up out of here again, if I don't have any more questions, or if there aren't any more questions for Mr. Brother Ben X, I want to say thank you guys for coming through. Thank you guys for sitting here and being patient with the whole process. Again, I appreciate you guys coming. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the ticket booth and all that other stuff. And I hope we continue to add flair to this so you guys can see it worthwhile and be a part of it so you guys can get these gems that a lot of these guests are dropping. Brother Ben X, thank you again for coming and sharing so much wisdom in regards to who you are, faith, you know what I'm saying, and just how to conduct yourself in a stand-up manner. And I really appreciate your candidness and your openness to answer the questions. So thank you for that. Without further ado, MF Son, my guy, we got anything?
Everybody.
Always on mute. Where he go?
I'm not
Always
on mute this time. I'm actually not on mute. We thank everybody for coming out. Y'all guys have a great night. Be safe and be kind in those meta streets. Peace.
He loves saying that. We out.
All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Let's get it.
If I could, I'd give you a word, wrap it all around you. Won't be satisfied with just a piece of it.
Oh, you in the video while you doing all that?
She over here flexing with this damn camera. I ought to kick this damn thing. You lucky I ain't got no damn legs.
Oh, it be the haters, child. The haters. And look at him, all in the video. Keep talking about he mad about the camera. The shade, y'all. The shade.
Hey, yo, Drew, my bad, man. I ain't know you was still filming on that, man. We could have kept it rolling. Next time I got you.
What a mind scat.
dead. If a woman leave, you look around. Give me 50 feet. Defeat is not my destiny. Release me to the street and keep whatever's left of me. Jealousy is misery. Suffering is free. Better be prepared when you never fuck with me.
Oh, this is dope.
You're doing your job every day, and you work so hard till your hair turn gray. Let me tell you my life and about the way it is. You see, we live by the gun, so we die by the gun. I keep rolling with my block, who never got so way, floating in the black bean. Hey, wonder how I live with 5 shots. Niggas is hard to kill on my block. King for currency is no relate.
I'm telling you, what is this saying?
So we make it. So answer the question, I'm trying to get it home. My nigga dog is me, eternally the most home.
Oh, did you link it with your Facebook? So you enter in your Facebook stuff?
Yeah, that was nice. That was smooth.
It was very informative. So I feel good. I ain't the only person that got my social media took.
Well, maybe you could appeal, get yours back too, though. Maybe Tara can know something.
shit
Did you
back.
see Brother Ben? He was in the other instance.
Oh, you did good.
I guess he's on his way.
Hell yeah, I finally came back.
Yeah, they split us up. They were like
It been
11
up
of
ever
us
since.
that,
Like, man,
that we were on a different
I gotta
side.
revamp the crack house. I'm gonna go do the real one. Like,
It holds enough
that I got.
Yeah.
And add the fruit in there. That shit gonna be lit.
Yeah, they
But
gonna love
I got my collab in